Hi everyone and welcome back to Maths with Sukirti Gaur YouTube channel. So in this video we are going to start with exercise 2.4, but before attempting the questions of 2.4 we are going to learn some concepts, that is factor theorem. Other is splitting the middle term method. Splitting the middle term method and factorization of cubic polynomial. These are some of the concepts we are going to use in the questions of 2.4. So these are very important to cover. Okay, so let's start the video. First is factor theorem. So what is factor theorem? We have learnt about division concept and we have used this concept in remainder theorem as well in the previous video. Okay, now when we do division, usual division, like if I select 4 and as a dividend I choose 25. What will we do? We will select 6 because 4 times 6 is 24 and it will give us remainder as 1. Right? Now, everybody, can you tell me that will I say 4 is a factor of 25? Of course not. But why? Why did we say that 4 is not a factor of 25? Because when we say a number is a factor of another number, a number is a factor of any other number, then it should give us remainder equals to 0. Remainder equals to 0 when we divide them. Right? So if I take 24 instead of 25, what will we do? We will again select 6 because 4 times 6 will give us 24 and we'll be getting remainder as 0. Now this time can I say 4 is a factor of 24? 4 is a factor of 24? Then everybody knows yes. Okay. So for any number to be called as a factor, then it should give us remainder 0. Same happens with the polynomials in the division of polynomials. And there comes the factor theorem. Let us proceed with the division of polynomials. Now let us check in this question. I think it is from class 9th Maths NCERT book. Check whether x plus 2 is a factor of this polynomial x cube plus 3x square plus 5x plus 6 and another polynomial that is 2x plus 4. Now they have asked us to check whether this x plus 2 divides this polynomial fully. Fully means it should give us remainder 0, because that's how we will say that x plus 2 is a factor of this one. Right? When will we say? When we will get remainder equals to 0 after the division. Now how to check the remainder without actually dividing, without actually using the long division method? We know that because we have done together exercise 2.3 and in that we have found out remainder in various questions using the method of finding the 0. Okay, we are going to use the same concept in this. Now if I want to divide x cube plus 3x square plus 5x plus 6 by x plus 2, I am simply going to find the 0 of x plus 2. Now, how do we find 0 of x plus 2? We will put x plus 2 equals to 0. That's how we will get the value of x. And now this value we are going to put in what? In the one we are going to divide. We want to divide. Okay. Now, putting in this, we get minus 2 cube plus 3 into minus 2 square plus 5 into minus 2 plus 6. Open it. 2 cube will give us 8 and minus cube gives us minus into minus into minus, that will be minus minus plus plus minus minus. So sign here will be of minus. Here also plus 3 into 2 square will give us 4 and minus square, minus into minus will give us plus. So here it will be plus into plus, that will give us plus, and 3 into 4 will give us 12. Here plus into minus will give us minus 10 plus 6. So we get positive 12 and positive 6. It will give us 18, and minus 8 minus 10 will give us minus 18. It will cancel out and will give us 0. So this was the method to find out remainder. Have we got remainder as 0? Yes. So can I say x plus 2 is a factor of this polynomial? Now same thing we are going to do to check whether x plus 2 is a factor of 2x plus 4. We are going to put the 0 of x plus 2, the 0 of x plus 2, that is minus 2, in 2x plus 4. If we get remainder as 0, we will say that x plus 2 is a factor of 2x plus 4 as well. Now 2 into minus 2 plus 4, we get 2 into minus 2 as minus 4 plus 4, yay, we are getting 0. So we have got a remainder equals to 0 in this one. We can say x plus 2 is a factor of this one also. I hope we are clear how to check whether a polynomial is a factor of another polynomial. Now we can understand the real meaning of factor theorem. What does factor theorem says? If px is a polynomial of degree n greater than equals to 1, means it can be of degree, it can be, there can be any highest power of maybe 2 or 3. So if there is a polynomial of degree n greater than equals to 1 and a is any real number, then x minus a is a factor of px if pa equals to 0. Means x minus a, when we put this thing equals to 0 and we find the 0 of this by putting it equals to 0, we get x equals to a. And if at this value x equals to a, if we put this a into px, it will become pa. And if pa gets remainder 0, it becomes 0, then we can say that x minus a is a factor of px. This thing is a theoretical, but we have done it practically. Okay, I hope you have understood by the previous this one example. No need to worry if you do not understand this statement part. There is nothing to worry of. You just need to understand this thing, that how to check whether a polynomial is a factor of another polynomial. Okay, moving further with the concept of splitting the middle term. Now this concept of factor theorem we will be using in learning the concept of splitting the middle term. Now I have seen so many students who find it very difficult. They find it difficult because you need to be very focused when you're learning this concept. Also, you need to practice more and more. As more you practice, more you become fluent in this method. Okay, so it will not be like this that you have learned it today and today only you will get all the questions, because it needs practice and with full focus learn here that how I am going to do this thing. If I select one polynomial of degree 2, so this is a polynomial of degree 2. As you can see, what is degree? The highest power of the variable. Okay, Now, if we begin to factorize it, how are we going to do this? In this method, we are going to focus on the middle term. Here, the middle term is 17x because as the name suggests, it is all about the middle term. And what we are going to do, we are going to split the middle term. We are going to divide it into two parts. They may or may not be equal, but we are going to split it. What happens? How are we going to do this? There are certain steps. Our first step is to multiply first term with the last term. Okay, you are going to follow these steps only, you will find the answer. Multiply first term with the last term. Now here our first term is 6x square and our last term is plus 5. Also you are going to take the signs. We have got here 30x square and that is of plus, positive. Our first step is complete. Now we are going to take this product over here on the side. Okay. Now we are going to try different numbers. Now, how are we going to try those? We are going to select two numbers in a way that when we add these two numbers here and here, if we add those two numbers, it means we get sum of those two numbers, then we should get this middle term. It means the sum of those two numbers should give us the middle term. But when we multiply those numbers, we should get our product. And product is here. We should get our product, which we have got here. I hope a little bit you are clear. Again, we have to select two numbers here and here in a way that when we add them, when we get their sum, they should give us middle term. Middle term is here. And if we multiply them, they should give us the product. The product of what? The product of first and the last term. Okay. How are we going to do this? Here I have made the space. Now I have selected 30x square plus. I am going to take different numbers in front of you. First, let us take two numbers which will give us the product as 30x square. Can I take plus 10 and plus 3? Everybody will say yes, because plus 10 into plus 3 will give us 30. Now we have to place x and x with them because that's how we will get x square. Yes, everybody will say yes ma'am, plus 10x and plus 3x are the perfect numbers which we have to take here so that we can get the product as 30x square. Now some of you must get this in your mind that ma'am also said that these two numbers should be in a way that their product should give us, means after multiplication they should give us this product, but also they should give us sum as the middle term. Now when I add them 10x plus 3x, are they giving us the middle term? Middle term is here. 17x. Are they giving us 17x? No. It means we are not going to take 10x and 3x as a pair over here. We are going to select any other two numbers which will get us plus 30x square as product and sum as the middle term. So on the next page, here, plus 30x square. 10x and 3x got cancelled. Big no. Now again we are going to take two numbers. here and here. Let's suppose we take 6x and 5x. Yes. Now plus 6x and plus 5x will give us plus 30x square. Isn't it? So when we are multiplying them, they are giving us the product. But again, we have to check the sum, whether they are giving us middle term or not. When I add them, plus 6x and plus 5x, they will be giving us plus 11x. Again, there is a problem with the sum. We are getting the product, but we are not getting the sum as middle term. They are giving us 11x. Again, this pair got cancelled. A big no to this pair as well. Plus 6x and plus 5x. No. Again, write plus 30x square. Check any other pair. Can I say plus 15x and plus 2x? Yes, plus 15x into plus 2x will give us plus 30x square. So we are getting the product. When we are multiplying them. Now again we are going to check the sum, whether they are giving us the middle term or not. When I add plus 15x plus 2x, they are giving us plus 17x. Now what was my middle term? My middle term was plus 17x. And we have got the sum as middle term. We have got the product after multiplication. So this is the pair we need. Plus 15x and plus 2x. Now what are we going to do of these two? Means this long process, ma'am. What we are supposed to do with these two, means this much of hard work we have not done in our life. So we are going to use these two numbers. No need to worry. Where I must tell you here. Our question was 6x square plus 17x plus 5. Yes. So we were supposed to factorize it. Now here we are going to write this 6x square as it is. And in the place of middle term, we are going to replace it with plus 15x and plus 2x. What we have got here, plus 5 as it is. Okay. So we have replaced the middle term with those two numbers which we have got right now. Here 6x square plus 15x. I'm sorry. Now when you are done with these steps, we are going to take something common. That's how we factorize, So in the first two terms, I can see I can take out 3x. So inside I'll be getting 2x plus 5. And with the last two terms, I can take out plus 1 in common. I will be getting 2x plus 5 inside, right? So here I can see 2x plus 5 with this thing and 2x plus 5. Here also I can take 2x plus 5 in common. Yes. So inside we will get 3x and plus 1 from here. And that's how we are done with the factorization of polynomial of degree 2 with splitting the middle term method. I hope you are clear. Also, I am saying again that you will need practice to do these things, but do play the video again to understand it fully, and you will surely understand. I guarantee you. If you focus on the method, if you focus on the steps, you will surely get. Now, there is one thing. You can ask me that how did you get in your mind that one time you took 10, 3, then you took 6, 5. You could have taken, let's say, 30 and 1, because 30 into 1 is also 30. And also you took 15 to. See, these are the numbers which came to our mind quickly. Because 30 is a small number. But if I give you a number like 105, so everyone can't decide in mind that how we are going to get those two numbers which will give us product as 105. Or maybe there can be a bigger number like 212 or maybe 450. It can be anything. But you can do one thing to find these things. These are nothing but these are the factors of 30 that we multiplied and got 30. So you can get these factors by taking the LCM of the required number. Okay, so from LCM you will get all these pairs. I will be solving various questions. Okay, so in that we will learn how to get more handy, how to find these two numbers easily. Okay, moving further. Now I am going to take one more example to learn how to factorize. The polynomial of degree 3. We have learnt about how to find the factors of polynomial of degree 2. Now we are going to learn of degree 3. So if I write a polynomial, so this is our cubic polynomial, x cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120. In this, our first step is to follow hit and trial method, because there is no other way to factorize cubic polynomial. Hit and trial method. What does this hit and trial method say? We have to take some values by our own. Like we can take plus 2, plus 1, maybe minus 1, or any other value by our own choice. Okay. Now, why are we going to select these numbers? Because we are going to put these value in this polynomial. What will happen then? We will see. First, let us select any number of our own choice. Let's say plus 2. If I put plus 2 in x cube, minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120. X cube, if I take x equals to 2. 2 cube minus 23 2 square plus 142 into 2 minus 120. So I've got here 8 minus 23 into 4 will give us 92. Sorry, it was here 142. Now 142 into 2 will give us 284 minus 120. By solving this all, we are getting here plus 284 plus 8, we will be getting 292, minus 92 minus 120 will get us 2 here, 11 and 212 will be getting here 0, 80, 0. So here we'll be getting 80. So now here we have got 80 by putting x equals to 2. Let's say if at x equals to 2, if I would have got 0 here, then could I say that x minus 2 is a factor of this polynomial? Because just we have learnt here, it was here. If I was putting x equals to minus 2 in this polynomial, I was getting 0. It means if we get to the previous step, we had x plus 2 equals to 0. It means x equals to minus 2, we have got it from here. X plus 2 equals to 0. So x plus 2 was a factor of this polynomial. Now same thing is here. x equals to minus 2, it can give us x minus 2 equals to 0. Now if I would have got here 0, I would have said that x minus 2 is a factor of this polynomial. But I have not got 0 here. So we will try to find a value which will get us 0 here. Let's try another value, that is plus 1. If I try putting plus 1, let's see what we get. Here we will be getting 1 minus 23 into 1 is 23 plus 142 minus 120. Here plus 1 and plus 142 will get us plus 143, and minus 23 minus 120 will again give us minus 143. This value of x is giving us 0. It means x equals to 1 is giving us 0 here. Can we resemble it by factor theorem that at x equals to 1 we are getting remainder as 0. So we can say, if I take this 1 here, x minus 1 equals to 0, because that's how we would have got 0 of this polynomial, x equals to 1. So x minus 1 equals to 0 is a factor of this cubic polynomial. Okay, x minus 1 is a factor of this cubic polynomial because at the 0 of this polynomial, x minus 1, we are getting remainder equals to 0. I hope everybody is clear with this. So what we are going to do, we are going to take one factor of this cubic polynomial as x minus 1. So is this the only factor of this cubic polynomial? X cube minus 23x square minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120. Is this x minus 1 the only factor of this one? No. We are going to factorize it more. We will be finding the other factors of this polynomial by dividing it by this one factor. So I have already explained the long division method. We are going to follow that only. So at the first place we want x cube. So I'll be writing x square so that I can get x cube plus x cube at the first place. My aim is complete, and then what I am getting along with it, minus 1 into x square minus x square. Okay. If you are not familiar with this method, you can go watch my previous video in which I have explained about the long division method. We are going to just change the sign to their opposites, plus to minus, minus to plus. This will get cancelled out, and this here will get minus 23x square plus x square will give us minus 22x square, because plus minus is minus. 23 minus 1 will get us 22, and the sign is of greater number. The another number will get down here, 142 plus 142x. Now in our new dividend, again we are going to focus on the first term, that is minus 22x square. So here I want minus 22, and with that I also want x, so that x into minus 22x will give us minus 22x square. Along with it, minus 1 into minus 22x will give us plus 22x. Here x minus 1 into minus 22x will give us x into minus 22x minus 22x square, and minus 1 into minus 22x plus 22x. I hope everybody is clear. So again the opposite sign, minus became plus, plus became minus. Cancel that out, and here plus minus will give us minus. 142 minus 22 is 120. X sign is of plus, and minus 120 will get down here. In our new dividend, again, our first term is 122. Our first term is 120x. So I will write here plus 120 so that I can get x into 120 as 120x and minus 1 into plus 120 minus 120. Sign will become minus and plus. It will get cancelled out and it will also get cancelled out. I have got here 0 as remainder. So we are done with the complete division and we have got here this as our quotient. Now x minus 1 was our factor and another I have got here x square minus 22x plus 120. Can we factorize it more? Can we factorize this bracket more? Yes, by splitting the middle term method, because we have learnt just now how to factorize a polynomial of degree 2. What we are going to follow? We are going to follow splitting the middle term method. First step is to multiply the first term, that is x square, with the last term plus 120. We have got here plus 120 x square. We want two numbers here which will give us what? Sum as middle term and product. And when we multiply them, we will be getting product as plus 120 x square. Okay. Let us do that in next page. So here I am writing 120 x square and there will be two numbers we will be selecting. So 120 x square, I can take 12 and 10. That is the most easy pair I can find by only seeing this value, because 12 into 10, 12 tens we say is 120. Okay, so 12x and 10x. I need to check the product. Plus 12x into plus 10x. I am getting plus 120x square. So that condition is fulfilled. We are getting the product as 120x square. Now I need to check the condition of addition. Plus 12x plus 10x. I am getting plus 22x. But here I want minus 22x. So I am getting 22, but that is of plus sign. It means it is positive. I want it of negative. Can I make this plus 12x as minus 12x and minus 10x? In that way, I'll be getting again product as plus 120x square, but in the sum, I'll be getting minus 12x minus 10x as minus 22x. So I will be fulfilling the conditions, the two conditions, by taking the two numbers as minus 12x and minus 10x. Now, in the place of the middle term, again, we are going to replace the middle term by these two numbers, minus 12x, minus 10x. X square as it is, first term, and then the second term, minus 12x, third term become minus 10x, in place of minus 22x plus 120 as it is. Now we are going to take something common from these two first terms. X, I can see here, is getting common, and from the last two terms I can see minus 10 getting in common. So x will come inside at the first place, and the second place we want minus 12. Are we all right? Yes. So you can also check by opening up the bracket if you have any query or if you have any doubt in that. You can also mention me in the comment box if you have any doubt in this method. So I can see x minus 12 and x minus 12 I am getting in common, and this is an indication that I have selected those two numbers correctly, so that I am getting common like this. Okay, these two brackets we should get same, and this is an indication that we are doing the solution correctly. If we are not getting these two things correctly, these two brackets correctly, it means we are going somewhere wrong. Okay, x minus 12 in common, and from here we'll be getting x, and from here we'll be getting minus 10. We are done with splitting the middle term method and factorizing this polynomial more. So we are having now three factors: x minus 1 from here, x minus 12, and x minus 10. So these are the factors of that cubic polynomial we took in the starting: x cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120. Okay, so this was your polynomial at the start. I hope everybody is clear with factorization of cubic polynomial. If you have any doubt, any query, any problem in these, so you can tell me in the comment box so that I can solve that. Also, again, I'm saying you need to practice and you need to revise these concepts. That's how you'll be getting more familiar with these. Since we are done with the three concepts, so I think I must end this video here, because otherwise it is going to be very long if I start 2.4 over here. So I'll be starting exercise 2.4 in another video. Till then, take care of yourself, revise these concepts at home, do try some questions from exercise 2.4 by your own, and I'll be meeting you with this exercise in another video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and do press the bell icon so that you do not miss any video. Also, comment and like if you like the video. I'll see you again. Bye bye.